What should we talk about now?
Let's see.
Rock?
I've got, I don't know.
A boatload
I have
of
some
country.
kind of, I have some country. I've got like rock or alternative or I don't really know what the genre.
Where does Tyler Hilton fit?
I don't know. Singer-songwriter? I don't
I
really
love
know.
Tyler Hilton.
Yeah, The Tracks Of is one of my favorites.
Yes, for me.
Yeah.
For me, it's in the very top. I've listened to that album. And then Forget the Storm is really a good album too.
Yeah.
But if you've
I
never
like that
listened
one,
to
too.
Tyler Hilton, go do it now. Tyler Hilton,
Yes.
we've been to as many or more Tyler Hilton concerts as Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
That should tell you everything you need to know about him.
Those two are the most
Yeah,
I think I've ever seen anybody in concert.
yeah.
Well, definitely.
We go nearly every time either one of them are in town.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I did really like that. Forget the Storm. I remember him telling us because he was going to release an album called The Storm,
Yeah.
and they kept getting hung up, and whatever.
Yeah, the record business.
Mm-hmm. And so then he made Forget the Storm, but that had a lot of great songs on it.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Tyler Hilton is great.
Tyler Hilton is great.
But I've got I don't know where you would put, but Maroon 5.
Yeah.
That kind of music. But Songs About Jane is one of my favorite albums too that I've listened to. I know most of the songs, and I've listened to it 100,000 times.
See, I'm more late in the game, Maroon 5. So Overexposed is one of my favorite albums of theirs. But yeah, Maroon 5, they're good too, for sure.
How dare you say that my behavior's unacceptable?
And I did used to listen to Any Given Thursday by John Mayer a lot. I haven't listened to John Mayer in forever, but I used to listen to that album all the time.
My other is Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Nope.
It's one of my favorite songs. But that whole album, too, this is one I used to actually, because if you've been following us at all, you might already know this. I used to be really afraid of thunderstorms. Or even when I got a little older, I didn't really like it, and I couldn't sleep. So somehow I thought blasting Linkin Park in my ears when I was trying to sleep would help. So every time it was coming a thunderstorm at night and I was trying to go to bed, I'd put on my headphones and listen to Hybrid Theory.
Yeah, I just remember, I guess it was the 8th grade maybe, when we had ITBS testing. I guess I would borrow like either your or Leslie's CD of that, and I would just listen to In the End on repeat for all the break time we had during IT. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Yeah, and then I have Hot Fuss from The Killers. The Killers used to be my favorite band. So they have some really, there's a couple 3 good albums, and then they kind of also went off the rails, and I kind of went back to country music more than anything too. So it was kind of a, we parted ways, but that's a really good one. That's got Mr. Brightside and stuff like that on it. I think it's their first main album.
I do have another more similar to Tyler Hilton, and that is Undertones by Corey Smith.
Oh, yeah.
We listened to this. I first listened to this in SAT prep in high school, and we had this class, and it was a nonsense class. We didn't really do anything except for play on the computer and listen to Corey Smith a lot. But I really love that CD and all the songs on it. That has like 21 and In Love with the Memory and a lot of my favorites of his. And we've actually seen him in concert now a couple of times. And he's had newer stuff too that I also like, but this one that Undertones was my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite song of his is Every Dog Has His Day, but that's really my intro to Corey Smith. I haven't been as big of a fan for as long as she has, but yeah, we've seen him in concert. You've seen him more than I have, but we saw him, I guess, last year?
Sometime at the fair.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was last year. Because his family was there. Yeah. He's from here. He actually used to be a teacher, and one of my college dorm mates, he was her teacher when she was in high school.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, I have a couple of sort of strange albums to include, and one of them is the Remember the Titans soundtrack. It's just full of good music. It's just really good. But the other one is the Ocean's 11 soundtrack, because it's just mostly music and some talking and not like a lot. There's like maybe one song on it where people actually do sing words.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to listen to that album all the time. I still I need to listen to it again, but especially now because I listen to ambient music a lot, just like score. I listen to scores all the time, and now I found this website called Ambient Mixer where people mix tracks to be like, what if you were in Sherlock's apartment? This is what it would sound like, or if you were in the Gryffindor common room.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, but I like it.
I do have some soundtracks too on mine.
Oh,
one is Dr. Horrible.
that's good. Yeah.
I love the Dr. Horrible soundtrack, and Once More with Feeling, Buffy the Musical.
Definitely.
It is the bomb soundtrack.
Yeah.
And also Hairspray, of course.
Yeah.
Because I freaking love Hairspray.
I do really like the Wicked soundtrack.
Yeah, we have since, we saw Wicked last year, and it was really awesome. We'd never seen it. I mean, I knew it was like Wizard of Oz
Right.
type of thing, but I know what it was about.
It's so much better.
So much better than the Wizard of Oz, okay?
Yeah.
I freaking hate the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, we're just not Wizard of Oz people.
Now, it could be because I had to watch it on a lot of field trips.
Yeah.
Not a fan. But I also like the Greatest Showman soundtrack, which we've watched
Yeah.
in the last couple months. We watched it. So that was good too. And we're about to watch Hamilton.
Yes.
Because it's on Disney Plus today, the day we're filming this video.
Yeah. I hope we're not let down.
I know everybody's talked it up so much. I got my hopes up really high.
I know. I'm so pumped about it. I mean, we've been trying to figure out. I mean, we've been talking about this forever. I don't understand why, under normal circumstances, people that want to go to the theater would still go to the theater. But I want to see productions with certain cast people. Like, I want to see Wicked with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah.
I want to see Hamilton with Lin-Manuel Miranda. So, why don't they put these out there for the world somewhere?
Like, even if you want me to buy it,
Yeah.
I'd like to see, surely somebody recorded it.
Yeah.
A lot of these original Broadway productions,
Yeah.
But anyway, we're really excited about. So we may also love the Hamilton soundtrack, because the only one I've heard is like the kind of main, like the one that was on Some Good News.
Oh, yeah. I still
Alexander
haven't watched that
Hamilton.
one.
My name is Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah.
That's the only part I remember, but.
Well, hopefully it'll be good. I mean, we do listen to a lot of Disney songs too, but the only main Disney albums I really know are Frozen and Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
They are good.
I don't own any, but of course I know a lot of Disney songs.
Yeah.
Disney songs are good.
Shall we move into country now?
I think that's everything I have except for country.
Okay. Well, probably more, well, I already mentioned The Road Less Traveled with George Strait, but there's so many great George Strait. But so there's, these are kind of old albums. Everywhere by Tim McGraw, Steers and Stripes by Brooks and Dunn, and then Dierks Bentley by Dierks Bentley. All of those are really good. Now, kind of lesser known probably is Colt Ford. I like a lot of his stuff. After a while, some of it seemed a little repetitive, but I still love Colt Ford. I haven't listened to him as much recently. And we're big 90s country people, but we love new country too. So,
Yeah, I like all the.
yeah, I really love Life Changes by Thomas Rhett and Anything Goes by Florida Georgia Line. Both of those are great albums too. And For the Record by Miranda Lambert and Chief by Eric Church.
Yeah.
All of those are semi-recent. And My Kind of Party by Jason Aldean. And Traveler by Chris Stapleton. Okay, you go.
I kind of cheated a little bit. Well, not really, but because my Tim McGraw he had a greatest hits album.
Yeah.
So that is one of my favorites because it had, and I think we actually had that one.
Yeah.
Because it has like all of his, especially his 90s hits on it.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with Travis Tritt, and I legit had the Travis Tritt one too. I think it might have been a tape.
Mm-hmm.
Was the greatest hits. So it had his like, here's a quarter.
Oh, Trouble.
The whiskey ain't working anymore, and all those. So that one I listened to it so much because I love Travis Tritt's like my favorite male country singer probably.
Yeah.
I used to love a lot of his stuff. Of course, nowadays I really love Thomas Rhett and Brett Young are my my favorites. But Tim McGraw and Travis Tritt were my favorites from growing
back
up.
in the day. Yeah, I mean, I never was as big of a Travis Tritt person. I always loved Tim McGraw, and I always really liked Alan Jackson, of course. Who didn't?
Way down yonder on the chat.
Yeah.
I did love him. They took me, we used to have a country music park open not too far from where we live. Mm-hmm. And my cousin was like I don't know if she was like some kind of, I don't know that you'd have season tickets for a place like that.
Yeah.
But she was in fan clubs, so she somehow would get tickets to like every artist who ever came. And Alan Jackson came, and when I was very young, I really liked Alan Jackson, they told me.
Yeah.
And so they took me, and I got an autographed, I don't think we met him or anything, but I got an autographed picture of him they bought for me.
I went there to see Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
That was whose songs I sang mostly when I was such a huge star. Yeah. Romeo.
Yeah, I think we saw him. We saw Aaron Tippin.
We met Aaron Tippin.
And yeah,
at
we
the
did.
fair.
Years later.
And Colt Ford.
And Colt Ford jumped on us one time.
Yeah, we seen Colt Ford in concert like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Colt Ford puts on a hell of a concert.
Yeah, he does.
He is a true entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And, now I will say this too. I never was the biggest Garth Brooks fan. I always just kind of thought Garth Brooks was full of himself. I don't know why. But Garth Brooks is an amazing showman. We saw him in concert when he did one of his...
That was one of the best concerts we've ever been to.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. And one of the other best concerts, now that we're, going off tangent again, was Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
We can't really pick probably a favorite Bon Jovi album because we're more greatest hits. Bon Jovi greatest hits.
Yeah, greatest hits.
But Bon Jovi, man, he played for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was crazy good.
He just kept playing and playing. And see, we actually got these tickets for very, very cheap.
Yeah.
Because they decided to sell tickets. It was it at Phillips?
I think
Phillips
so, yeah.
Arena? So it's like a circle, and they had the stage here, so they were only selling tickets this far, and decided to sell them behind the stage, and I saw it, and they were $15 or something.
Yeah,
cheap.
so cheap.
So I bought them for us, and my parents and my uncle, and also all of us went, but he would turn around to the back of the stage and sing to us sometimes.
Yeah.
Like half the concert, so.
Yeah, and it was like mostly just us back there.
And we were really close to the stage.
Yeah, I mean.
It was right there, so.
We all decided it was worth it, so cheap, and it, wasn't that big a deal to go down there, so.
And that's what I grew up hearing was him.
Yeah.
He was one of the artists I grew up hearing because my dad loved him, and
yeah,
I always loved some of his.
Yeah, Wanted,
That
You
was my
Give Love
favorite.
a Bad Name.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They killed it. I grew up, we also grew up listening to Southern rock too, and so one of my favorite albums too is Second Helping by Leonard Skinner.
Oh yeah.
I really like Leonard Skinner, but that one has, I think, Call Me the Breeze on it, and that's probably my favorite song. And the Ballad of Curtis Lowe, I love that song too. But we kind of got off from listening or talking about country music, but I don't know if you had any other country albums you wanted to mention.
I have 2 others that I had written on my list, and that was Some Hearts by Carrie Underwood. That was, I'm not sure if that was it might have been her first. I think that might have been her first album.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it had Before He Cheats and Jesus Take the Wheel and Don't Forget to Remember Me and all those that I really loved. And then Did I Shave My Legs for This by Dina Carter.
Yeah.
I love that album a lot too. It had a lot of really great songs on it.
Yeah, I used to love her, but I mean,
Strawberry wine.
I really like Miranda Lambert now. And, you know, I mean, I mentioned For the Record, but the one after that, I think it was called Platinum. I didn't own it, but it was really good too. And I really like Blake Shelton too. And I've had a couple of his albums too, but he was a favorite of mine. Jason Aldean was a favorite, and then I kind of moved on to Eric Church. But I'm with you now. I'm pretty big into Thomas Rhett and Luke Combs.
Yeah, Luke Combs is really, came on the scene and
blew up.
Every song he has is like a number one, it seems like.
I think it's because he sounds more like 90s country than most people on the radio today. And you know, we've talked about before, we don't believe in all these, you know, people say country music isn't country music anymore and all that stuff. It
just evolves.
Yeah. I mean,
it's changed. I mean, even 90s country was nothing like 70s and 80s country, really.
Yeah. And people always just talk about how if it don't sound like Willie and Waylon, it ain't country music. But when Willie and Waylon came onto the scene, people said they were not country music.
Yeah.
So
it's every time it's just evolving, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's still country. It's just a different kind.
Yeah.
To me.
Side note, cool documentary you should watch is the one that Kim Burns did about country music that came on PBS. If you have a chance, check that out. It goes through the whole history pretty much of country music. Super interesting if you're a country music fan. So I guess pretty much the only genre we haven't talked about is rap music.
Yeah. And I really, I don't know much about any rap albums except for Nelly and Eminem.
Yep. Same. I mean, I have listened to a lot of Ludacris.
Yeah. Like, I really like Ludacris, but I don't know his album, like one album from the other.
And then I think I've got 2 or 3 50 Cent albums. But yeah, I'm with you. But Nelly's my all-time favorite rapper, probably. I loved him.
Yeah, his first album, I guess it was the first album.
Yeah, Country Grammar.
Yeah, and then I had Hot in Here.
Yeah, and then I had Sweatsuit, which was a 2-part album. And I don't know where he put Outkast, but I really like Outkast too. I guess they're rap. They do rap.
The only Eminem album I think I owned was the Eminem Show, which really, I think at the time I was trying to get into, I don't know what I was trying to do. I don't know if I was trying to be cool, like fit in my cousin and her friends or something. But by listening to Eminem a lot, because really he's super offensive.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of runs across a lot of rap music, though,
it's
honestly.
really, if you listen, my favorite, though, what's the funniest, is that on the Eminem Show, because my mom bought it for me, but she bought me the edited version. I take it back. I do have another Eminem album. I have, was it Encore, or
I think.
whatever the one is that has, oh my gosh, what is that song? It had a bunch of songs I knew.
The Real Slim Shady?
No, that was older than that. The Superman. You know you want me, baby. Whatever that album is, I have that one too.
I think I love it.
Is that Encore? Does it have Superman on it? Crazy in Love?
That's Mockingbird. Daddy's gonna buy you.
Crazy in
Just lose it.
Just lose it.
Go crazy.
Crazy in Love. I know Crazy in Love. I'm pretty sure I have Encore. Anyway, but so I started, but on the Eminem Show it was edited, and so one of the songs wasn't even on the CD at all. It was called Drips, so you can only imagine what it was about.
Come through drip.
But it wasn't on there. But the last song, which was, I Think My Dad's Gone Crazy, and one part of the song, it's so edited that it sounds like I'd rather be a whip, eat, and have. It was like every other word was blanked out.
Jeez.
So I love to, now every time
This is so scandalous.
think it. But anyway, he really is
I can't even be
very
here.
offensive most of the time. But I got into that for a while. But I also liked, of course I knew the Real Slim
The
Shady.
Eminem Show is the one that has Superman.
Oh, does
on
it? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I do have Encore because I have the one that has Crazy in Love on it too.
There's also the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall Mathers LP. You Were Out Before Relapse. That's when he came back.
Yeah, I do like Love the Way You Lie. That's actually probably my favorite Eminem song.
Yeah.
Is Love
Also
the Way You
Terrible.
Yeah, every one of his songs.
Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. It's rap.
Yeah, I don't really listen to rap anymore. I feel like that's one of the genres I'm very out of the loop when people talk about all the rappers.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I recognize the names of the rappers, I don't know what rapper goes with what song.
Yeah, no.
And I don't even know a lot of rap songs anymore.
Yeah.
That was back when 95.5 The Beat was on
Yeah.
in
Well,
Atlanta.
Yeah, and there's really not a station at least that I know about that plays rap music. So, of course, I think most of the teeny boppers don't listen to the radio. I think they listen to SoundCloud or Spotify.
Yeah,
I know about
bad on
Spotify, but
iTunes.
I don't know how these people find all this music everywhere. I don't know where it comes from.
LimeWire.
I don't think
Just
that
kidding.
even exists anymore.
That was back in our day. LimeWire. What was the other one?
Frostwire.
LimeWire. That's
That
where
was after Napster went legal.
where you could download music illegally, but
And
at
give
the
your
risk.
computer 800 viruses.
Yeah, at the risk of giving your computer a virus, which
Yeah.
may have happened.
It did happen. We dedicated a computer to.
Yeah, that's the only thing it's used for. It's
And it was down. Yeah, and it was. We won't tell you where it was or who owned it, but someone owned it, and we both used it.
Yeah. Then we
So-
started,
Yeah.
Then we started buying music from iTunes like responsible citizens.
And then eventually, probably around about 2011, maybe, I got turned on to Spotify.
Yeah.
And so and that was back before Spotify was super popular. So you could listen to it for probably 5 songs or more and not have an ad.
Yeah.
We're too cheap to pay however much it is.
Yeah,
for
to
the
not
month.
have ads.
Of course, we also have Amazon Prime, so we do have music through that too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
If I really like songs and I want to know I'll just download them from iTunes on my phone and
Yeah.
listen to it that way. But
Yeah.
I make me a lot of Spotify playlists to listen to
yeah,
when I'm working or
Same.
just cleaning or something like that,
It's-
just to inspire me.
yes, for sure. So, I guess that's our favorite albums.
Yeah, and I'm
A
sure
whole
we
bunch
probably missed some
Yeah,
or don't know about them.
yes, that too.
But we
But-
like all kinds of. Mostly, obviously, I'm largely into pop and country. Late 90s, early 2000s pop.
I've listened to all kinds of music. I listen to Cajun music, EDM.
Of course, I used to listen to like Meatloaf, a lot of that, and
Yeah.
Bad Company, and
Yeah.
but I don't know any other. But I did like that, that Meatloaf song, Not to.
I
I'd do
would
anything for
do
love.
anything for
You
love.
took the words right out of my mouth. You know that song? Must have
Probably.
been while you were kissing me.
I don't know. Maybe. My parents mostly listen to Southern rock, like Creedence Clearwater Revival and the Allman Brothers and
Oh, yeah.
Leonard Skinner and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what's another good album I forgot? Herman's Hermits Greatest Hits. I got pretty into Herman's Hermits for a minute when my mom won tickets to this oldies concert when Fox 97 was giving them away to a whole workplace.
Yeah.
They give them like 30 tickets. And Mickey Dolenz performed, so so she gave hers to me so I could go see Mickey Dolenz, and Aunt Lois went with me. And Herman's Hermits performed too, or it could have just been Peter Noon, I don't know. But anyway, then I got real into Herman's Hermits for a hot minute.
Ba-da-da-da. What about the?
Oh the Celtic Thunder? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my mama, she was watching, there's new Celtic Thunder.
Oh.
I come in the other day and she was watching Celtic Thunder. My mom is so into it. Then she got 2 of her friends from work into it, so then we went to the Fox Theater to see them. I had to go with them to drive them because they refused to take Marta. I don't know what. They're good. I mean, you know, it ain't, but yeah.
I just thought that when you were talking about going to a concert, your mom, talking about your mom at a concert, and that's
yeah.
what I thought about.
She was so into Celtic
Because
Thunder.
they did that. I would walk.
I think that might be the only. Well, I mean, back in the day, you know, the Billy Ray Cyrus. I think she took me to that. She didn't go to the oldies concert. She just gave me the tickets, and Aunt Lois. I think Aunt Melba went with us too. Mostly, I do remember. Also, one of the Supremes was there, and we could not wait for her to get off the stage. I mean, she sang forever, it seemed like, and nobody was enjoying it. And when she got off the stage, everybody was cheering because we were just so happy it was over. Bless her heart. She did a good job, I guess, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm not putting Celtic Thunder on the top albums or nothing, but you know. So, there you have it.
I guess that's it. I don't know.
Hopefully we introduced you to some new music.
Yeah.
You can go look it up on however you listen to music, depending on probably your generation. YouTube.
YouTube everything. My dad YouTubes everything.
My dad does too.
So
I guess older people.
now the
YouTube
older
everything.
generations are like, we got them all a smartphone and tablets. Nanny does it too. And so they'll get on their phone or tablet and go on YouTube and look up
There you go.
all the music.
Good thing it's on there.
Yep.
Willie and Waylon and Merle.
Oh, Nanny loves Merle Haggard.
Who doesn't though? Merle Haggard's the mom. Alright. So, see you later, I guess.
That's all for today.